Good afternoon, everybody. June 30th, 2023. And I'm happy to share with you that the Slimer electric guitar build is in the drawing phase. Wow, I think I'm really loving this one. This is gonna pair up with the Ghostbuster guitars that I've done. But wow, that looks really amazing. And on this guitar, I'm gonna do the pedometer that has the volume and the tone in one. So the top knob is the volume, the bottom is the tone, and I do believe these are 250K each for the pedometer. And you'll see it's fairly easy wiring. On the bottom, you just put your capacitor for the tone. But yeah, it's going to be really cool, and the volume knob is going to go right there. I'm guessing the input jack maybe kind of close to the, maybe like right there. We'll have to see when I cut the wood, but I'm thinking a knee is going to be like in this vicinity, a knee there, and maybe a knee here. So I'm going to have to figure out an input jack placement. And I could always move the volume knob to the vicinity here. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, this is the exact pickup I'm going to use. It's got the film on it, so it looks a little cloudy. But that's the exact bridge I'm going to use. Usual back cover, the usual, God, I can't think. Neck plate is going to be the same. And as far as, I'll have to figure out exactly where the strap buttons will be, but I'm guessing somewhere in this vicinity here on that end of that, and then of course on the back of the neck plate. So, but yeah, very cool. And the colors are going to be exactly like my rendering. I'm going to use the exact same green that I used on the Marge Simpson electric guitar. It's that exact same color. So that's going to be very cool. Wow. It's going to look amazing. It's going to be all the colors. But yeah, there's the drawing. So I'm excited to start this one. I already ordered all of the other things that I need for it. So we're good to go, because this neck is just a mock-up neck. This is the actual Cornholio neck, but I ordered this exact same neck. So that's on the way. Ordered it from Amazon for $43. So these ones are fairly cheap. And you can pick these up all day on Amazon or eBay. Really good. And all this other stuff. And that pickup, I do believe it's 16.9 K ohms, so it's very hot. It's going to sound amazing. It's going to be a total shredder metal guitar, and you're going to be able to easily access all the frets. And I'm going to use that really good quality thicker wood, so it'll be nice and stable and sturdy. So, all right, hope everybody's having a great weekend, and we will see you soon. Be starting on this one fairly soon. Add it to the queue. Very cool. All right. I'm taking a nap like the dogs. No, just kidding. All right, and we will talk to you soon. Have a good one. Good afternoon. It is still the 5th of July, 2023, and it's time to continue work on the Slimer electric guitar build. It's been pretty much raining off and on here for like the last couple days, so I haven't had get a chance to get a lot done. But went and seen the Dial of Destiny today. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. So I figure we continue with the wood cutting. And I can do some cutting of the wood in the garage. It's about 7 o'clock actually at night right now. So let's go ahead and work on this today and get some progress done. So the first thing is going to be obviously to cut out the cutout like always. So let me go ahead and carefully cut this out, and I'll see you when I get some progress done. See you in a bit. Alright, very cool. Got the cutout cut out. Now let me go in the garage and configure the wood situation, and I'll see you in a while. Good morning, everybody. It's actually the next day. It's July 6th, 2023. Early in the morning, about 7 in the morning or so. And I want to continue work on the Slimer electric guitar. Yesterday, when I came out to the garage, I was going to cut the wood for it. But the circuit breaker in the garage, when it gets wet, when it rains a lot, it triggers this plug. And I couldn't use the plug. And I could have ran an extension cord into the house. But it was kind of late and I was kind of tired, so I figured I'd just wait for tomorrow. So obviously it's working, so we're good to go. I just wanted to show you, this is usually the wood that I get from Lowe's. to do these projects with, and it's the 3/4 24" by 4", and I can usually get these for about $24, so it's not too bad at all, and it's really good wood. And I've got my leftover wood, and a lot of times I'll just use the 3/4" plywood or the 1/2" plywood as well. And I've got some boxes and whatnot in here. It's kind of just a collection of stuff. I've got my Honda Shadow 1100. I was an avid motorcycle rider for many years. I've been kind of slowed down a little bit on that because just craziness, people on the road and everything like that, and I still love to ride. I need to get this thing going again because when you store it, you have to charge the battery, and if you're not careful with the tanks, and if you don't store it correctly, there can be carbon buildup on the jets, and I've had that happen like twice. You have to pull off the tank, and you have to pull the whole engine apart, and then actually get to the jet and then clean out the jet. But that's here nor there. But yeah, I love my Honda. I've got, let's just show you how many miles. I've got almost 100,000 miles that I put on this bike in a few years. Yeah, I definitely love my Honda Shadow Spirit 1100. Shadow Spirit. If you got any motorcycle riders out there, yeah, I love my bike. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and figure out the wood situation. So it's gonna be very cool, and we're gonna use 2 layers of this particular wood for this body. And I actually considered making the body bigger, going back to the drawing room, because this body's fairly small, but I think it's gonna work good. I think it's gonna be fine. I could make it bigger, a little bit bigger. I think that would have more of a pronounced effect on things, because the way it sits now, the bridge is right there. I could make it a little bit bigger. I might just do that just to see, just for kicks and giggles. Let's go over there and let's draw another, well, let's see, because you figure this isn't going to take up much room at all on these, and I can actually do a second version, because you see how much left of wood there is. If I made it just a little bit bigger, I think it'd be a little bit cooler. So yeah, let me rework it. Let me go ahead and go inside and do another drawing phase. We got time today, and actually make a bigger version of this guitar body. All right, so let me do that. Let me come back. I'll see you in a little bit. Go ahead and drew out the pattern a little bit bigger. Let me show you, probably about 10-15% bigger, maybe 20% bigger than the original shape, because I think the original shape is a little small. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, see, as the size of my body compared to the size of the body of the guitar. Yeah, I think it looks a little small, and this is going to be better. So let me get the neck back out and the bridge, and draw the bridge line, and see that, and then once we get all that squared away, we'll cut it out. So let me get the bridge and everything up here. I got the bridge and the neck out and applied them to the body, and I think that's definitely a lot cooler. And I like the bigger body. I think will have more of an impact. That'd be kind of cool. I'll have to compare it to the size, but yeah, as you can see, let me show you the layout of the first rendition. Yeah, you see how small that body would be compared to the neck and everything. I mean, that would definitely work, and it would be very cool, but I think having the bigger body is definitely better. So alright, so let me draw this out and then get ready to get the cutout again, and then we're gonna go with the input, like the pedometer that has the double volume and tone in one knob. Flash has actually 2 knobs. I've shown that before, but yeah, that's gonna in one position. So we're gonna use that probably right there. I'm guessing the input jack's probably gonna be right in the center, because I think a knee's gonna go here and a knee's gonna be in this area, which is gonna be very cool. And I think once the body, I'll have to show you the cutout when it's on the body. But all right, so let me get that going, and I'll see you in a bit. Got the new cutout looking pretty good, and let me show you on the body on how it would, the shape of the body. Yeah, see that closer. Yeah, you see how it's yeah, a lot better as far as shape of the guitar. And then the I think the other one was too small, so definitely improved. All right, so let me go outside again and let's work on the wood. We'll see in a bit. Back in the garage, been much better. Yeah, definitely really cool. So we'll go 18 3/4 sections, and then you can see the wood slats go this direction, so it'll be nice and stable. So let me go ahead and cut out these 2 individual pieces, and I'll see when we get that done. I got the 2 pieces of wood cut out perfectly, and I lined up the pattern on the top side away from any knots that would impose any kind of difficulty that I, like you wouldn't want that in the neck joint or anything. So, all right, so let me go ahead and trace it out, and then we'll figure out some temporary placement screws, and I'll see you in a bit. Very cool. Got the pattern traced out on the wood, and you can see no knots in any important areas, so that's pretty cool. So all right, so let's take it over to the scroll saw I got set up over there and carefully cut this out, and we'll see in a bit. All right, perfectly cut out of the shape. Looks very killer, and I think it's a really good size. I'm glad I went with the bigger body style. Awesome. All right, let me get some tracing paper and let's trace over the pattern, and then we'll take everything out back, and maybe we'll install the neck, install the bridge, all that good stuff. Why not? It's still early, it's still sunny outside, so let's continue working. You remember this one's going to have the single pedometer, but the pedometer is dual. It's got the volume and the tone in one, so that's going to be very cool. And I've got some really cool ideas as far as the fingers, and the part of the arm is going to be on just a single layer. So I'm going to cut, I'll show you that. And then the tongue, I'm going to cut just the top layer. So the tongue's only going to be on the top layer, so that's going to be cool. As far as this arm is concerned, it's going to be on the top layer. I'm going to snip that in the back, and it's going to be very well. Maybe I'll keep maybe I'll just keep the arms and just do the fingers, just the half. The fingers just a little bit, and then draw it for the finger on that one with the continuity bit, and then just the tongue. But we'll figure that out. But all right, so let me get the tracing paper and I'll be back in a minute. All right, very cool. Got the pattern traced out and it looks pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm so glad that I decided to go with the bigger stature. I said that earlier, but yeah, that's cool. Very cool. All right, so let's move the operation out back, and then we'll continue with the next step. We'll see in a little bit. Let me clean up my mess, get out of the garage, go in the backyard, because the sun's look like it's staying. It's gonna stay, so we'll see in a little bit. All right, got everything moved outside, and we are set to go. Let's go ahead and got the neck out here. I'm gonna go with the maple neck as always. And let's go ahead and cut out for the neck pocket, and then figure out the bridge and all that good stuff. Let's start the process. All right, we're still waiting on a couple parts for the butthead guitar. We'll be starting that soon. Got all the parts for the Betty Boop guitar and all the parts for the Greta Gremlin electric bass guitar. So we'll be working on those projects as well. So let's go ahead and get the neck pocket set up, and we'll see in a little bit. Alright, got the 2 layers separated. I dialed in exactly where I want to cut the neck pocket. And then on the back, like I had mentioned before, I'm going to cut these bits out for the fingers. Fingers are just going to be the top layer. And then these fingers, thinking about it, the tongue is definitely going to be the top layer. But I'm thinking, yeah, those fingers I guess would be good. Not really sure if I should. Yeah, I think that'd be fine. I could always go back if I don't like it, but yeah, we'll cut these fingers. Just wondering how it's gonna sit in the lap. I think it'll be fine. These top layer, I think that'll be sturdy enough that when it sits in the lap. Let me turn the camera around real quick and see how that looks. All right, everybody. Definitely, there's gonna be any here and any here, so it'll be perfect. So let me go ahead and cut those bits out, and we'll see in a bit. All right, perfect cutout of the little bits, and of course on the back pattern we're going to do the tail and everything like that. So that's cool. Did the hand and the tongue. Let me show you exactly how it's going to look. Alright, so let me attach these back together and then we'll figure out how we did on the neck pocket. And then we'll go ahead and install the neck. But yeah, see how the finger bits are just going to be on the top layer and then the tongue. And then I had an idea for the tongue, which is really cool because in the mouth, I'm going to put this back. I'm going to countersink the back of the throat probably about 1/4 of an inch and then less than the usual amount on the Dremel on this section. So this will be deeper, this will be deep. This will be countersunk, but this will be countersunk even deeper. And then on the tongue bits, I'm gonna get a piece of Luan wood that I have that's about 1/8 of an inch. And I'm gonna make that tongue shape and I'm gonna glue it on top. So it's gonna have raised. So it's gonna be raised and then it's gonna get really cool, have that whole 3D effect. So that's gonna be really cool. And theoretically, I could also do that to the hand bits with the 1/8. That way it'll give it a complete 3D look. That would be really cool to cut like right here and then gradually feather that in, or actually countersink that little bit right. Oh no, because then we're getting too 3-dimensional, and I guess that would be really cool, but we'll see. I might just leave that, yeah. Of course, I could do it on the hand bit here and then the hand bit here, and then feather that in. That'll look cool. And then with the Dremel bits and everything like that. And that should give it a 3D enough look. So maybe I will do that just on the hand bit, the hand, and then kind of feather it in, maybe the hand up to right about there, and then, you know, work that in. But we'll see. But yeah, so let's get the neck going. Let me reattach and get the neck going. All right, see you in a bit. Fit the neck in the pocket, and I did have to cut a small neck tendon. That little sliver right there, which ended up perfect. And I did a string test, and we are perfectly good with the intonation and the string height and everything like that. So let me go ahead and install the bridge. Go ahead and get my bridge back cover plate, or bridge plate, and go ahead and install the bridge and see how we did. So, or not the bridge, but the neck. Go ahead and install the neck to the body and then see how we. I think we're gonna have perfect access to the higher frets too. So, to go do that, and I'll be right back. All right, perfect installation of the neck to the body. Looks pretty killer. I'm loving the Slimer shape, and I'm just loving everything about it. Wow, it's gonna complement the Ghostbuster guitar quite well. So let me go ahead and make sure all my lines are perfect, and then go ahead and install the bridge. But that just looks amazing. That is very cool. Yeah. Very cool. All right. And then I'll see you when I get the bridge installed. Awesome. All right, got the bridge installed, and I have to say that is just so sweet. That is just awesome. That is so freaking awesome. All right, so let me draw out where the pickup's gonna go. I'm gonna go with this really cool, really great, hot chrome pickup. So let me draw out where that's gonna go, and I'll be right back. All right, drew out where the pickup's gonna go. That's so awesome. This pickup is just brand new, and it's got the film on there. But yeah, there we go. That's where the pickup's gonna go. I might try to perfect it in there, but the next step's gonna be to install the strap buttons, and then we're gonna see how this hangs, and then I'll show you where it sits in the lap. So, all right, we'll see in a little bit. All right, so as far as usual strap buttons, I'm gonna go with the Dunlop locking strap buttons, and my guess is gonna be the usual spot on the back of the neck plate, right in the center, and then I'm guessing like right here would be a good spot. So let me go ahead and install the strap buttons. I got my strap out, and then we'll see how we do. All right, fingers crossed. See you in a little bit. Successful installation of strap buttons. Get the strap, and we'll see how we did. I'll see you in a sec. All right, got the strap on there, and it is perfect. Right there. That looks so cool, and your hand is very comfortable. It almost rests on the tongue a little bit. I think that's going to be way sturdy enough. So, wow, look at that. That is cool. And you can get to all the high frets. And you can go a little bit lower with the strap. Right there. Wow, cool. No neck dive. That looks very killer. And it's gonna be, I'm gonna paint it the neon green, so it's gonna be the ultraviolet, really bright green at the front of the headstock too, with the Slimer on the head, the neck, the inlay. Yeah, that feels really comfortable. Wow, that is so cool. Just imagine when it's painted and complete. It's cool. It's gonna be paired up with the Ghostbusters guitar. And then, like I said, there's another Ghostbusters movie being made, so wow. And this feels very comfortable. So, alright. Next step's going to be to cut out for the pickup cavity. And, wow. That's very cool. Alright, perfect day. It's like overcast and there's clouds, but it doesn't look like, feel like it's going to rain. There's no like moisture. But wow, that is... it's going to be so bad to the bone. Now round is nice, so it feels really nice and comfortable. But yeah, your hand like perfectly rests right on the tongue. So you're on his tongue, but it's just wow, that's cool. And let me show you where it sits when you're sitting down. Let's see. And I know I still got it on the strap, but let me just show you where the knees will fit. See, you got a knee like right there. Sorry, mosquitoes are out here today. One right there, and then one right here. And I'm thinking the input jack probably be like right in this vicinity, kind of like bent. So you'll plug it in right there. So that'll be perfect. And the mosquitoes are out. And then you can play. And this is going to be a real jammer too, because it's very comfortable when you're sitting. Wow, that is so good. Yeah, you never know with the shapes. I mean, you figure some shapes you just don't think would be good guitar material, but this one definitely is perfect. Your knees fit right where they need to go. All right, let me turn the camera around and I'll be back in a second. Very cool. All right, real quick, I gotta just do this for me. Just rock out some air guitar. I'm just goofy that way, but yeah, imagine doing like the Ghostbusters theme. We're gonna call Ghostbusters. You get a dose of freaky ghost, baby. You better call Ghostbusters. Dun dun. Sorry. Very cool. Sorry about that. I get a little goofy there. But yeah, that looks so killer. Alright. I can't wait till we get to the string test. So, depending on how far I get today. Gotta do all the fretwork, of course, prior to the spring test. But, or the string test. And put all the strings on the guitar itself. But wow. And that's gonna look cool. The reverse image with his tail and everything like that. I'm gonna find some online, find his tail and everything like that. So, and see the 3D bits. Yeah, that's cool. Glad I elected to go that route with that. But yeah, that's cool. All right, so let me disassemble it and then cut out for the pickup cavity, and then we can start figuring out the wiring. It's going to be pretty simple. It's just straightforward to the pedometer and it's past the pickup. So the input jack, like I said, right there. So it's all going to be lined up, and I just have the oval circular back access panel plate, and this one's going to be really easy to do as far as the body filler and everything like that. And then of course I'll Dremel all the lines, of course, and same thing with the back. And like I said, I'll do the raised for the tongue, the deep for the back throat, and the somewhat deep for that, and not the, you know, but you'll see. It's going to look good. All right, we'll see when I get it all together, disassembled, and next step. All right, see you in a bit. Alright, pretty much got this painted, and before I separate the two pieces, I went ahead and drilled out for the pedometer the correct size. So let me detach the two pieces and then drill a pilot hole, and then we'll cut out with the scroll saw. We'll cut out for the pickup cavity. Alright, we'll see in a little bit. Alright, perfect cutout for the pickup cavity with a little bit of room to wiggle here and there. It's going to be perfect. Alright, time to turn it around and figure out where all the wiring is going to go. So we're making some good progress. Alright, we'll see in a little bit. Very simple wiring on this one. It's just straight from the pickup to the pedometer cavity and into the input jack. Very simple. And on the front, I already drilled out for the ground wire, and it comes in right there. You see that little opening? So we're good to go. So let me get out the Dremel tool and Dremel this out, and we might even get to the glue phase today. Wow, we're making some good progress. You know, well, I've been doing this for so long that it's just almost second nature, all these different steps. So alright, so we'll get the Dremel out and start working on that, and we'll see in a bit. Alright, quick update. Got all the wiring done. Opened up the back pedometer plate, all the courtesy wiring bits, and there we go. Alright, we're ready for the glue phase. So I'm going to glue these two pieces together, sand everything, make sure everything's perfect, and then we'll see after I get that done. See you in a little. Alright, successful glue phase. We are one solid piece, and I glued in the neck tendon, so we're good to go. Yeah, it looks pretty awesome. So what I think I might do first is go ahead and do the dremeling, Dremel all the bits, and then I'm going to cut the piece for that. But yeah, it looks pretty awesome, pretty amazing. All the different continuity bits. This is going to be a really good one. I can't wait to get that neon green paint on there. It's going to look amazing. Oh wow, it's going to just glow. And you know, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect either, because it's slime. You know, he's slime, so it's a little imperfections in the paint here and there, but I'll actually make it really cool. So yeah, so let me work up the Dremel bits and start getting that going. But very cool. Yeah, that is awesome. All right, and I'll probably do, you know, install the input jack. You know, gotta make the input jack cover plate. Probably just gonna be a circle that I'm gonna paint that same green. Gonna have to cut out the extra bit for the tongue and maybe the hands. I was thinking about doing the extra 1/8 here, excuse me, the hand, and then this whole arm, the 1/8 extra. So that'll be cool. And then I can blend that in there, and then blend that in there with the body filler. But I'm going to countersink the eyes with the exception of the pupils, so that's going to be cool. So let me do the dremeling, and let me start working on that, and I'll see you back in a little. Alright, quick update. I got all the Dremel bits dremeled. Very cool. You see how it's the deeper, and then all the Dremel, and of course I'll perfect it. I didn't Dremel where I'm gonna put the raised bits though, so and I still gotta blow out, you know, blow out the channels, but that's how it looks. Yeah, it looks really cool. Alright, I'm gonna get that Luan piece, and I'm gonna cut out a sheet, you know, trace out that part, this part, and then the arm part, and then glue those to the top, and then we'll see how that goes. Alright, we'll see in a bit. I got my template back out, I got my transfer paper, and then I got my sheet of Luan, and I'll pick a good side. Yeah, that'll probably be a good side. So let me go ahead and trace out the tongue and other bits, and then I'll cut it out with the scroll saw, then I'll glue it to the top. So let me start working on that, and I'll be right back. Alright, very cool. I got my 3 bits drawn out on my 1/8 thick Luan. So let me get the scroll saw back up here and cut out the individual parts, and we'll see in a bit. Very cool. I got all my 3 pieces cut out, and you know, the shape. I'm going to go ahead and get my Dremel, and then, you know, Dremel out the lines that need to go on there, and we'll see in a little bit. I went ahead and just set these on there just to see how the shape fits, and I think these shapes are going to work. You know, it's just the 1/8 of an inch, just a higher, and I went ahead and sanded on the sides where they join, and I might take some body filler and make it, you know, completely make it blend, except for that one. Of course, that one I'm going to leave like that, but the 2 arms I might get the body filler and blend it so it'll be, you know, uniform and everything like that, so it'd be like coming straight out. It's going to be so cool. But yeah, that turned out pretty cool. So let me go ahead and glue these pieces down. And I'll see you in a bit. But yeah, the 3D effect is definitely taking shape. I love that inner. And when this thing is painted, it's just gonna look phenomenal because the different shadows and the shading. But all right, let me glue that on there, and I'll be right back. All right, very quick update. That was so cool. I got them glued on there, and I'll perfect them when I do all the body, the Bondo body filler, like on the sides and everything like that. But wow, that just brings it to a just cool level. The 3D is just amazing. Yeah, that's gonna look so good when it's painted. Wow. All right, whew. Getting some stuff done today. All right, let me see what time it is. I might call it for today on this one. Take a break from it, but here, let me blow it up just a little bit. That is so cool. Wow. Yeah, and then we'll continue tomorrow. Got a few more days on the Great Cornholio before I can apply the 2K clear coat on that. So I'll be busy with this one and the other two that I'm working on right now. But yeah, that looks so cool. All right, I hope you had as much fun as me today working on this very cool guitar. Got a lot done, but a lot more left to do. Join me on this journey. It's going to be very cool. The end result is just going to be so awesome. So, all right, and we will see you soon. Let me clean up my mess, take a break, and I'll back up with you in a bit. But I'll just go over a little bit closer, all of the Dremel bits. Very cool. And it's going to be the red, darker red, the lighter red, and then the black, the white for the teeth. The light. All right, in the house. Actually, that was gonna be the conclusion of the progress for today, but something hit me, and I'm not sure if I should do it or not. I did cut some pieces, and what do you think of this? I'm gonna simmer over it overnight and see if it sets. But I think that could be cool. I think that could be very cool, because it would rise the teeth on this layer. It would definitely make it another layer in the nose. So I think I might do that. So, all right. This will definitely conclude progress today on the Slimer electric guitar. But yeah, that does look so cool. I think that would work. The mouth and the gangliness of the gums and the teeth with the nose. And I think when it's all painted and all said and done, I think that would work good. So, all right. And we'll see you tomorrow to continue work. But yeah, all right. Take it easy. All right. Well, actually, this is the last update, I promise. I forgot to do the little divot things inside the back of the mouth. So I did them. I carved them out, etched them out. So that'll conclude, yeah. And I'm really leaning towards, using these two pieces, because I think that would be really cool to kind of bring it up to a new level. And I don't even have to blend it, because the slime, it's very cool. That's pretty awesome. So all right, then we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, July 7th, 2023. Time to continue work on the Slimer electric guitar build. Yeah, I decided I'm going to go with the pieces, and I glued them in this morning, so they're attached. Very cool. And then I worked on some continuity bits a little bit with the pencil drawings. And then on the back, I figured out what I'm gonna do as far as the Dremel bits. And I seen several versions of the back of Slimer. And I guess on the older versions, he had a tail. And the newer versions, he had a butt crack. So we're gonna go, I'm kind of a comical person anyway. So we're gonna go with the butt crack version. So he's gonna have the big old booty in the back. And then I'll Dremel all these lines. And next step is going to be to get the Bondo wood filler and fill all the sides and all the little bits here and there, and anywhere that needs it, covering up the screw holes and whatever whatnot, and get that all worked out. And then today's progress, we're gonna cut the the back access panel plate, and then Dremel it, and then countersink it, and then install that. And then once we get that done, get as far as we can get, and then we'll start to work on the fretwork and then get closer to an actual string test. So we're gonna work on that today. And then waiting on parts for the Butthead guitar. We have all the parts for finally all the parts came for the Betty Boop guitar, and then for the Greta Gremlin bass. I'm working on that. Ninja Warriors, of course, there's 2 of them to go. Just, bunch more to go. So stay tuned. We've just begun, as the song says. But yeah, I really dig that, using that wood. So, all right, so let's get some Bondo going and cover all the bits we need to cover. Actually, I was thinking I might actually do the back access panel plate first this morning. See if I can find a pre-cut one, or I have to cut. Just go with a basic circle. So let's do that. And I'll set up everything outside, and we'll see you in a bit. Okay, I got everything moved outside, and we're going to make a back access panel plate cover. Or you know what I mean. And we're going to use the 1-ply pick-yard material that I have here, a piece of. And I found this shape will work good, so I'm just going to draw it out, cut it out, and scroll saw, and then we'll see in a little bit. Alright, perfect cutout. And it's got the film on the top, so I'm going to go ahead and figure out exactly where I want it. And get the pencil, score it, or trace it out, score it with the X-Acto blade. I got my router bit on my Dremel, then countersink, then install probably 3 screws, and then countersink the screws and get that completely installed. And I'll see when I get all that done. See you in a bit. Alright, quick update. I've got the back cover plate installed. Countersunk screws. Looks pretty good. And actually I decided to, on the hand bits, or the elbow bits, I Dremeled down a little bit. Not as quite as far as the fingers, but halfway. It looks pretty cool. Both sides. Oh yeah, looks pretty killer. Alright, next step's going to be to go ahead and Dremel out the back bits. So I got my Dremel out, so let me go ahead and do that, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, real quick, I went and installed the input jack. Looks pretty good. Yeah, it's a little bit on an angle, but that's perfect. So, and then let me show you. Alright, so let me get the Dremel and Dremel the bits. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, got the back Dremel parts complete. It's looking pretty cool. Very cool. Alright, we're to the ugly face part 1. Let me get some Bondo body filler and start filling in the sides and any spots that need it. Alright, we'll see when I get some progress done there. See ya. Alright, we went on the inside, taking a little bit of a break. That sun was just brutal. Man, Florida summer sun is just intense. So, yeah, we got a little bit of body filler on there. Gotta get a fresh can. We're just about out and scraping the bottom of the can, and it's not going pretty smooth. So we're gonna go pick up a new can. But just a quick update before we quit for a little while. Take a break. Got a lot done. Looks very cool. Yeah, it's just awesome. All right, and we'll go pick up some more Bondo, and then we'll continue, and we can do the application of the Bondo in the inside out of that brutal sun. Either it rains or it's like major intense sun. It was just brutal. All right, so we'll see you in a little while. Alright, quick progress update. I got a little bit done. It was raining me out all day long, and then it dried up a little bit, and I was out there working, and then I get some really strong rainstorms, but I was able to get this section here, and I got the front bits, the arm bits like I like them. Yeah, and I was able to put some body filler around the sides. I haven't seen it on a lot of it, but I was able to get it. But we did get the back access panel plate done, and then the Dremel bits and sanded, and the butt crack. It's pretty funny. That's funny. But that kind of goes with the Ghostbusters guitar, if you recall. Been following me on Facebook for a while. you remember what the Ghostbusters guitar. You got the back of the ghost on that guitar, so yeah, it's gonna be very cool to get these two together, Mr. Stay Puft. Yeah, very cool. Ghostbusters. Yeah, I love making that guitar so much. This one's gonna be so very cool. But yeah, so we'll continue work tomorrow. Hopefully we get more done. But yeah, Ghostbusters and the Slimer guitar. And I'm thinking about doing a Mr. Stay Puft guitar as well. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Alright, hope everybody's having a good day, and we will see you tomorrow. Alright, have a good one. Good morning, July 8th, 2023, on this beautiful ultra sun in the sky day. Oh wow, it's gonna be a good one. Time to continue work on the Slimer electric guitar build, and we're gonna finish up sanding up all the parts for the Ugly Phase Part 1. As you recall, we got some of it done the other day, and perfect the body, and then we'll do some fret work, and let's try to get to a sound test today to where you string up the guitar and see how it sounds and plays with all the components installed. So alright, I'm gonna get some progress done, and we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, quick update. Finally, Ugly Phase Part 1 has been completed, and we are good to go. Yeah, that looks amazing. Try to show you, we're right in the middle of a cloud. Normally it's been like baking me sun. Sun has been baking me all morning as usual. But yeah, I think it turned out really, really cool. All the continuity bits are pretty awesome. I can't wait to get some paint on here. But we are ready for to do some fret work, and then get that done today, and then maybe we can do a full-on string test today. That would be cool. Whew, I tell you, it's come a long way. That looks just pretty killer. And with that neon green paint, it's just gonna be wow. Yeah, I like doing bodies like this. That butt just something else. That butt just like smacks you right in the face, doesn't it? Boom! It's like being at Walmart. You see some of the Walmart people. You get some. If this Slimer had some feet, it'd probably be wearing flip-flops, right? Alright. And we will see you inside, clean up my mess out here, and then we'll start the fretwork process. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, I like the shadows with the sun the way it is now. It's getting ready to poke its head out though. Ooh, I tell you, that sun just drained. Oh man. Hats off to all the people that work outdoors. I did it for 15-20 years, and I don't know how I survived it, but there we go. Alright, and we'll see you when I get inside and start working on some excuse me, or start working on some frets. We'll see you in a little bit. Cool. Alright, get everything cleaned up. We're on the inside, and we're gonna do some fret work as usual. I won't go into specific details, I'll just list the steps, but first we'll straighten the neck, get my fret end file, and address the fret ends, which yeah, they're very sharp, and then tape up the fretboard, and I'll see you when I get all that done. Alright, got the fret ends nice and smooth, awesome, and then I straightened the neck, did the fret ends, show you the fret ends, yeah, nice and rounded, and then I taped off the fretboard. Now it's time to mark them, my Sharpie, and then I've got fresh 320 grit sandpaper. It's got the sticky side on one side with my short leveling beam, and then I'm gonna put a level on there, and we'll see you when I get that done. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, marked them, and then I put a good level on all the frets, as you can see. And let me show you the material that was taken off. You can see in the center line, if the camera will focus, not too bad. And then I went through with my rocker arm and made sure all the frets were perfect. So now I'm going to remark them, and then I'm going to do my centered Z file from StewMac, and then put a crown on all the frets, and I'll see you when I get that done. All right. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted. Of course, during I'm watching this.
What are you trying to prove here anyway?
Gotta be watching the original.
Negative reinforcement on ESP ability.
I love this part.
I'll tell you what the effect is. It's pissing me off.
Well, then maybe my theory is correct.
Keep the $5.
I will, mister.
Anyway, so all right, we got the frets leveled and crowned. Just wanted to show you how it looks. All right, so I'm gonna go through the sandpapers as usual and put a rounded edge and polish the frets, and we'll see when you get that done. But yeah, definitely.
This is definitely it. Those UV lenses come in for the video camera and that blank tape.
We'll see you in a second. All right, quick update. All the frets have been leveled, crowned, and polished. And let me show you what we're working with. Oh yeah, beautiful as always. Like I always say when we do the fret work, I love this step. All right, so let me get everything cleaned up, and then we'll get ready to install the tuning keys, and then we will go ahead and install it back to the body. All right, we'll see in a little bit when we get everything cleaned up here. All right, see you in a while. Alright, perfect. All the frets have been leveled, crowned, and polished, and they are looking amazing. So I got everything cleaned up. Alright, next step's going to be to install the tuning keys. So let me go ahead and install the tuning keys, and I'll be right back. I love that when they shine up in there. Beautiful. If we can get it focus. There we go. Awesome. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, very cool. Install the tuning keys. Alright, let me get the body back out and then install the bridge on the body. We'll see you in a second. I got the body back out and install the bridge, and I'll be right back. Alright, got the bridge installed. Looks pretty killer. Alright, let me go ahead and install the neck to the body, and I'll see when I get that done. Alright, got the neck installed to the body. Looks pretty killer. I love that Slimer. Very cool. Come a long way. Yeah. Alright, so let me put the, as per usual, we're going to go with the Ernie Bull 10 to 52 gauge string. And we're going to go ahead and install the two E strings as per usual. Go with the 10 to 52. Install the two E strings and see how we do this. See how we are as far as lining up everything and intonation or action and all that stuff. So we do that. I'll be right back. All right, got the two E strings on, and we are dead center, right in the center of the fretboard with the two E strings. So we're good. So I'm going to get all the rest of the strings on there, and I'm not going to clip the string, the leftover string bits. Someone left a comment before, like, gonna get poked in the eye with these things. No, I don't clip them until I finish the guitar, and then when I install this, because I'm gonna use these same strings. These are really good strings, and so then when I do that, then I'll clip the end. So let me go ahead and install the all the rest of the strings, and we'll be back. All right, looks pretty good. We got all the strings installed. Let me go ahead and install the string trees, and I'll be right back. All right, totally awesome. I installed the string trees. Looking pretty good, and I also installed the strap button, seeing so everything was lined up perfectly. All right, we are ready to get this guitar up to pitch and see how we did as far as intonation and all that, and then I'll do a sound demonstration on how it sounds in place. All right, I'll see you in a little while. Very cool though. All right, I got a basic setup. It's thundering outside, so I can't really hear that well, but hopefully in brand new strings, so we're going to be stretching. It might be a hair out of tune, but very cool though. Let's go over here a little bit. Hear the thunder. And I'll trim the string ends when I get it everything complete, but wow. It's definitely a shred neck. You can definitely reach all the frets. I'll do this again when it's not raining outside and the thunder isn't going crazy. So I'll have to cut the nut slots definitely on this one too because they're real high. So it's stretching all the, making it out of tune in the first couple positions. Very cool though. Let's see. Let me show you where it sits when you sit. Yeah, perfect. There's you can go a knee there, but it feels good too with the knee on the other side. Alright, let me let this settle and let me cut the nut slots really good and then get it completely insulated and in tune. Love that shape though. It's a very cool shape. Wow, very cool. Alright, I am super tired. Ooh, I've been at it all day and in the sun and everything, so. Alright, so let me let this settle for a little bit and I'll do another sound test in a little while. Get a little bit of a rest. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, just another quick update. Got it in the other room. The light's definitely better in here. It's more focused, solid, so I just wanted to show you how cool it turned out. This might conclude progress for today. I still got to cut the nut slots, of course, because they're a little bit high, and it's playing. It's a little high on that end, but everything's dialed in as far as intonation, and it sounds killer. It's very killer. So, all right. So let me turn it around 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Had somebody calling for me. So turn it around. Very cool. All right, very awesome. All right, let me let this settle for a little while. I'll take a little bit of a break, and then I'll cut the nut slots really good. Yeah, that is so killer. It turned out pretty cool. That is so much fun. We're almost ready to put some 2K clear coat on the Great Cornholio guitar, but yeah, I can't wait to show you what the color is going to look like. The color is going to be the exact same color as this guitar, so it's going to be the neon green. It's going to be very, very, very cool. Yeah, this Ninja Warrior that I did a while ago, that exact same color is what this color is going to be. And then you're going to have the darker red, the lighter red, the white for the teeth. Eyes are going to be yellow, black for the pupils. But that's pretty much it. And everything else is going to be the green color. So, alright, hope everybody's having a good weekend. And we will see you soon. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, July 10th, 2023, time to continue work on the Slimer electric guitar. It's had a couple days since I assembled it for the string test, and then I just got finished doing a re-intonation, make sure whatever settled, adjusted, corrected, and filled in the neck pocket to make it absolutely perfect, which is pretty awesome. So we're good to go. Everything is good to go. I'm satisfied. Nothing is going to shift any further, so we're ready for the full-on Ugly Phase Part 2. So next step's going to be, of course, to dismantle the guitar completely and then start applying layers of wood filler. So, alright, so that'll be the first step, to completely dismantle the guitar, put all the parts in bags neatly, save these strings. That's why I didn't clip off the edges, because I'm going to use these strings when I reassemble it after everything's already painted. And we're going to take it from there. Alright, so we'll see when I get it all completely disassembled. See you in a bit. Alright, we're at the Ugly Phase Part 2 for the Slimer electric guitar build. As per usual, we're going to mix up some plastic wood and water, a certain consistency, and then start applying light layers to the body of the guitar. And we'll probably start on the back and sides as always. So let me start getting some progress done there, and we will see you in a little bit. I'll catch up with you in a little while. Alright, so for progress. At the first layer on the back and sides, and we're definitely entering the Ugly Phase Part 2, and this will fill all those wood grain. Hopefully won't be able to see the wood grain filler, the wood grains, at all after I get done with this process. Yeah, so running a little low. I might have to go to my next city over where I live. They don't have any in my local Home Depot, or Lowe's actually. I have to go to Home Depot in a different city. We don't have Home Depot here. So, yeah, this is good stuff. I've been using it for quite a while. So let me show you how it looks now. The cool thing about this is like my favorite part, like I've always mentioned. This is where the transformation happens, where it comes into a wood body and it makes it perfect. So, alright. Can't wait to get some neon green on this body. It's gonna look so awesome. Alright, I'll keep working and put some more layers, and hopefully tomorrow morning, weather permitting. It's been raining here pretty much off and on last 3-4 days straight. We'll be able to sand and put some white primer. I'm going to use white primer on this body because the white will be definitely a better base for the neon green paints. So it's going to be very cool. And with the 2K clear coat over everything else, it's just going to look so awesome. So, alright, and we'll see you in a little bit. Good morning, everybody. July 11, 2023. Time to continue work on the Slimer electric guitar. All the base coats of layers of wood grain filler have been applied, and we are officially in the Ugly Phase Part 2. All right, but I'm gonna get all my files and all my sanding paper and everything like that, and we're gonna make this body beautiful and perfect. And then go with some flat white primer, 2X Rust-Oleum, and put it on the hanger. So let's get to work, and I'll see you when I get some progress made. All right, see you in a little bit. All right, quick update. Ugly Phase Part 2 has passed, and we are good to go. We are ready for some primer coats. Just want to show you how good it turned out. It turned out really awesome. It looks pretty good. Very cool. All right, we'll put this on a hanger and get some primer on here, and I'll see you in a bit. All right, got it on the hanger, ready for some primer coats. All right, let me just show you how good it looks. And I like the little imperfections because it's slime after all, so I'm left a little bit of the texture. So, all right, let's spray some primer coats on there. I'll see you in a little bit. All right, how's everybody doing? It's the 11th of July 2023, and I want to give you a quick update. As you recall, we sanded flat the very cool the Slimer electric guitar, and like you recall, me saying I left a little bit of texture because the slime and everything else like that, and when I spray paint it, it will flatten out a lot of that, but I wanted to leave a little bit of texture. Very cool. I think it turned out pretty awesome. And this is just the flat white primer, of course. And after I let this set for a day or so, I'll sand it really good, and then we'll go straight up with the neon green, the majority of the body, except for, I'll try to get the minimal in the mouth and the eyes, but yeah, very cool. Ghostbusters and the Slimer. Alright, this will conclude progress for today on the Slimer electric guitar build. I think it turned out very, very cool. Glad I did all the bits. So can't wait to get some paint on here. Some colored paint with the neon green. It's just gonna look phenomenal. And it's gonna have that color right there. Ultra bright neon green. That's Slimer. Yeah, man, his butt crack. Smack that butt. Alright. Anyway, we'll see you soon. Good morning. It is the 12th of July 2023. And it's time to continue work on the Slimer electric guitar build. Alright, beautiful day here in Central Florida. A little overcast in the sky, perfect. Time to put some color. If you recall, we did the primer coats on the Slimer electric guitar, and it turned out really cool. In the light. Time to put a little base coats of color on here, and there'll be many layers. Try to perfect this one and make it as perfect as possible. But yeah, it looks pretty killer. We're gonna start with the base coats of green and get all that squared away. So, all right. And the green we're going to be using for this project is the fluorescent Rust-Oleum. So we'll see how it goes. I've used this before with mixed results, good and bad. So we'll see how it goes. This is going to be the base color paints. And see, it's how it's the Slimer texture. It doesn't necessarily have to be exactly perfect. Actually, imperfections will actually add to the slime effect. So, all right. We'll see how it goes. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, you ready to see some green? All right. Very cool. And this is just the first base colors, of course. I'm going to be applying many base colors. Many base coats to make it as perfect as possible. But yeah, first round of green, I say successful. Gotta get it in all the crevices and everything like that. But yeah, very cool. And of course, this is flat, somewhat flat paint, but when the 2K clear coat goes over the top, it's going to be completely glossy. But alright, so let me start working on some of the other colors. Very cool. We'll see in a bit. Just that one little reaction, just a little bit there, but other than that, pretty good. Alright, all first round of base color paints have been applied, and it looks pretty cool. Of course, we'll let this, I gotta grip it a little bit better. We'll let this dry for a day, and then we'll keep applying colors until we get it perfect, and then we'll go some 2K clear coat. But yeah, I think it's turning out pretty killer. Very cool. Sun is hot today. Woo. Yeah, very cool. Alright, I'll probably take some more video inside, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, we got it on the inside. A little different perspective, different lighting scenario. It looks pretty awesome. That looks so cool. Oh, that turned out so much better than I anticipated. Wow, that is so cool. I love that neon color. Wow. I knew it would pop, but man, you know, when I get all the paint just right and put the 2K clear coat on the top, it's just gonna look so cool. Alright, hope everybody's having a good day. Slimer says hello. I'll keep working on the base color paints, and we will see you soon. Alright, see you in a little bit. I just did another quick video. I just wanted to get some video of it on the rack. From this angle, it looks pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Good morning, July 14th, 2023. It's time to continue work on the Slimer electric guitar build. We got the neck, we got the Cricut machine out, and we're going to work on the inlay. We're going to apply the inlay to the fretboard. So let me get that going. We're going to tape it off, put some vinyl, and I'll see you in the next step. See you in a little bit. Alright, quick update. I got everything taped up perfectly, and it's time to go put some paint on here. Let's see if I can get the reflections. Yeah. There we go. Slimer. Very cool. Alright, fingers crossed. Let's go apply some paint and see how it goes. Woo! Alright, we'll see you in a bit. Alright, perfectly applied the paint. Looks pretty good. Alright, let's carefully take off the tape and the paper and see how we did. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, perfect application of the inlay. Went very smooth. And I'll touch up here and there where it needs it, but overall I am very happy with the result. Wow, that does look really cool. And that's gonna accent the guitar just like the rendering. It's very cool. Alright, next step's gonna let this dry for a day or so, and then put some primer paint over the front, the white primer, and then the green. So it's cool, and then it's going to get a black Raglan logo. Alright, perfect. Looks pretty good. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, still July 14th. Time to continue work real quick on the Slimer electric guitar. I recall I did the inlay earlier. I'm going to go ahead and spray the front of the headstock, the primer coat. That way we can spray it the green slime neon green color, but we got to do the primer first. So let me go ahead and spray the primer. We'll see in a little bit. Alright, perfect application of the primer coats on the front of the headstock of the Slimer electric guitar. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So I'll let this dry for a day, and then I'll apply the green, neon green paint to it, and it'll match the body. Very cool. And then we'll let that dry, and then I'll apply a black vinyl logo, the Raglan logo, so we're good to go. Alright, just a quick secondary update for today. Alright, and we'll see you soon. Very cool. Yeah. Oh, real quick, I did finish all the base color paints as well on the body. Let me show you that real quick. touched up everything really good. So we are good to go. So we'll just wait for the headstock logo, and then we'll wait. I just finished the touch up this morning, so we'll wait a week, or maybe 4 or 5 days, and maybe a week, and then we'll go with the 2K clear coat over the top and make it completely glossy. So it'll be that color exactly with the sheen, the high gloss with the 2K clear coat. So, alright. Very cool. Hope everybody's having a good day. We'll see you soon. Good morning, July 17, 2023. Time to continue work on the Slimer electric guitar. If you recall my last post, we successfully painted the front of the headstock the green color, and it looks pretty awesome. So next step is to apply a logo on the front, and we're going to work on that now. Got my design space opened up, so get some progress done there, and I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, successful application of the logo on the headstock. Looks pretty good, looks perfect. Alright, so we'll let the paint on the body and the front of the headstock cure for another couple days, and then we'll be ready for some 2K clear coat. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Can't wait. This one's gonna be, this is probably my favorite one of the last few that I've done. The Slimer. Alright, well, we'll see you in a little bit. Good morning, everybody. It is July 22nd, 2023, and I want to give you an update on the Slimer electric guitar build. And as you can tell, I've applied the 2K clear coat, and it is looking amazing, like I like to say. And we'll be assembling this guitar here in the next day or so, after the 2K has had plenty of time to cure and harden and make beautiful. But yeah, wow, that turned out so cool. It's very brilliant. I know it's kind of hard to see in this light here, a little bit of light from the outside window. You can see how absolutely beautifully glossy it is. And I'm trying not to get near it. I sprayed a second coat on the back today. But yeah, it's got 2 separate treatments. But yeah, because I wanted it to look very glossy. So, alright, we'll be putting this one together soon. Let me flip the camera and put it back on the rack, and then I'll show you how good the headstock turned out. We'll show you in a sec. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, here's the headstock. Yeah. Took a second round. You know, the lighting here is a little bit hard to see the gloss, but when I assemble it, you'll be able to see it in all its awesomeness. But yeah, turned out very cool. Alright, and we'll be assembling, like I said, we'll be assembling this guitar here in the next day or two. Gonna do the Great Cornholio today, the Butthead in a couple days. I'll show you that. But yeah, very cool. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Good morning, everyone. It is July 24th, 2023, and it's time to assemble the Slimer electric guitar. Oh yeah, I've been looking forward to this for quite a while, and the time has come. And per usual, let me show you how good the 2K clear coat and how the body turned out, how great. And here we got a little bit different lighting scenario. Very cool. Oh yeah, that is just beautiful. It just looks so good. Wow, I love it. I think the paint turned out so nice. So very killer. I knew that green would just set it off and be amazing. Alright. It's time. First step's going to be, like always, to go ahead and install a ground wire for the bridge and feed it through the pedometer cavity, and we'll see when I get that done. But very cool. And I've already reserved a spot for it right next to the Ghostbuster guitar, so it's going to be very cool. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, successful installation of the ground wire for the bridge. Alright, so I got the bridge out, and we'll go ahead and install the bridge on the body, and I'll see you when I get that done. Very cool. Alright, successful installation of the bridge. Looks really killer. Alright, so next step's going to give you to get the pickup out and mount the pickup in the body. And I'll see when I make some progress there. But very cool. I love that body shape. Wow, that looks so amazing. Alright, we'll see in a bit. Alright, successful mounting of the pickup. It looks pretty awesome. It looks like it's perfectly in line with itself, so that's a good thing. Alright, so next step's going to be to wire up and install the input jack. And we'll see when I get that done. See in a little bit. Alright, perfect installation of the input jack, and I checked it, made sure that the plug goes in easy and perfect, and it looks amazing. It looks awesome. Alright, so next step's going to be to turn it over and start working on the wiring. As you recall, if you recall, we're going with the volume and the tone in one pedometer. The top has the volume, the bottom section has the tone, and it's got, see how it's got two pedometers, so I'm going to wire the capacitor on the bottom one. It's going to be very, very cool. Standard wiring for a tone and a volume, just in one. And it's got the knobs. So let me go ahead and flip it over and start figuring out the wiring, pulling up the right diagram. And we'll see in a little bit, but yeah, it looks very cool. Amazing. There, see in a bit. Alright, successful wiring, and I pulled the pedometer through, and I set the bottom ring. Let's see if I can get this on camera. And you see on the top there, there's a notch, and then there's a little notch on the top, and I've got it positioned that way, so perfect. You'll be able to tell when you're full volume, full tone. And you see how the bottom ring rotates. You see how that rotates independently, that's the tone. And then the top rotates independently, and that's the volume. So that's very cool. Alright, so let me get ready to get set up for a sound test, and I'll be right back. And we'll check, make sure that we wired everything correctly. Fingers crossed on this one, we'll see in a bit. Alright, ready for the wiring test, and I already checked a little bit. And it's, let me show you something. And we've got hot lead, of course, and we've got good in and out of the input jack and the input. Alright, let's see if I can do this one-handed, of course. Alright, what I was thinking was the top was the volume and the bottom was the tone, the way it was set up on the pedometer itself. So what we got is the bottom ring is actually, I got it wired for the volume. See, it's volume, and then when you do the bottom ring all the way to the left, it's no volume. So that's the volume pedometer. And then the top here, I got it wired for the tone, and it's backwards. It's you go all the way to off, and that's full on tone, or you know, and then you go all the way to the right, which you would think would be full tone, and that's muffled, so it's backwards. So I'm gonna have to figure out a wiring diagram. I'm gonna have to figure out, and then theoretically could just leave it and just roll with it. But I prefer to have the tone on the bottom, the volume on the top, like I had said. It's backwards and backwards. So let me see if I can find some wiring diagrams and see what I did wrong. But it's successful. Everything works correctly. It's just that it's not the way I want it to be. But it does look really cool though. Alright, let me figure something out and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, looking at a bunch of wiring diagrams online. And in general, the bottom is always the tone. I guess this is set up for this is a bass kind of setup with the two things. But I'm going to go ahead and just leave it for right now and get everything, you know, do everything else and get everything going, you know, complete the assembly. And if it bugs me that much, I could always switch it. What I would have to do is just go to the other side of the pedometer on the tone to get it to go the other way. But I think it'll be fine. I mean, it's just a matter of, because I don't rarely do the tone, and if I need to, I'll just remember on this one. But yeah, not a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and install the back access panel plate and put all the screws back in there, and I'll show you when I get that done. Alright, successful installation of the back access panel plate. It looks good. Alright, so everything is done on the body for now. So let's go ahead and hang it up, and then I'll clean up all my my non-essentials, and then we'll get the neck out here and continue progress. But yeah, it looks so cool. And now you can see from the outside all the good reflections there. Yeah, well, I love it. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, whoa, sorry. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Alright, very cool. Alright, and we'll see you in a bit. Alright, got the body hung back up. Got the neck out. Show you how good the 2K clear coat turned out. Very awesome. Alright, so let me install the tuning keys and the string trees, and we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, installation of the string trees and the tuning keys completed, and it looks pretty awesome. Alright, let's get the body back out here, and we'll get these two together. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, very cool. I've got the body off the hanger, got the neck. Let's install the neck to the body, and I'll see you on the other side of that. See you in a little bit. Alright, successfully attached the neck to the body, and I just have to say, wow, I am so, just I'm speechless. I'm blown away how well and how cool this guitar turned out. Oh man, it just I kind of almost kind of get a little teary. Wow, it's just, I mean, I think that is just so cool. I mean, you really just don't see people making guitars like this. It's always just the same, you know, Strat, same, you know, modified Les Paul shaped body. And don't get me wrong, I did that too when I first started making guitars. But I mean, that just, oh man, that just looks so cool. I mean, that's just, hold on a second, hold that thought. Here, Emma at the door. Come on in, don't get out dirty. Come on. And did your thing, Emma. Come on. I love my Emma dog. Okay, wait, I gotta do it with one hand. Okay. There, yeah. Emma! Give up. Anyway, so what was I? Alright, next step is going to be to put the two E strings on and then start getting closer to a full-on sound test. And I peeled off the film off the pickup, as you can tell. Very brilliant, very cool. And don't mind my fingerprints as always, so I'm all cleaned up. So, alright, and we'll see you soon. Alright, installed the two E strings and we are looking dead center. Dead center of the pickup holes, dead center of the neck, so we're good to go. We put the rest of the strings on there. Wow, I just love this guitar. I love that color. Wow, that just looks so cool. It's just the neon, and can you imagine how it'd look in like bright light and like outside light? Oh wow, that is just so cool. Alright, let me get the other strings on there. Yeah, this is probably my favorite guitar I've done so far. We'll see how everything else goes, but wow. Alright, we'll see you in a bit. Alright, got the strings installed and it's looking so cool. I also installed the strap buttons just so, because everything was already straight. Alright, next thing to do is to get it up to pitch and hear how it sounds and plays. So let me go ahead and get everything good to go, everything adjusted, and we'll see how it sounds. So I'll see you in a little bit. Alright. That is so very cool. Wow, it's on camera, the green like really glows. That is just so slimy. That is such a Slimer color. So, alright, awesome. So, let's see in a little bit. Let me get everything dialed in perfect. Yeah, there we go. It's assembled. The Slimer electric guitar. Very cool. So glad we did those continuity bits. Very cool. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, I got the first setup done, and I gotta say, this is my favorite guitar that I've made in the last year or so. Well, let me see if I can get that light just a little bit better. Yeah, without that there. 1 second. Yeah, that's a little bit better. It's a little darker though, but yeah. I want to give you a quick sound test. Wow! definitely a shred neck. And we have pickup. Neck is still stretching, of course. Let me see. Let me adjust this a little bit. Wow. And it's so perfectly balanced. It like hangs like right where it should. And it just looks so cool. I just love the way it looks. Let me I was gonna adjust the light a little further, just you got it perfectly intonated. This guitar is so very cool, and I love the color. It kind of reminds me, shout out to Miss Courtney Cox of the Iron Maidens, and she plays in another very cool band, and her guitars are like green. She plays a lot of that neon green. Burning Witches. Let me show you the tone, the tone change. Very cool. Still in tune, and these are brand new strings. So I'll let this settle for a couple days, like I always do, and then I'll do another full-on, setup and everything like that. Make sure nothing's shifted, because see how it sits. Let me show you where it sits. It sits very comfortably. Oh man, I'm thinking this would be a really cool like guitar to play. Like if you had a gig on Halloween, you'd wear like a Ghostbuster outfit, and then you'd have this guitar. And I have the Ghostbuster Ghost guitar that I made also, and that would be really cool, like a Tool 2-guitar band. Have this guitar and the other guitar, and then wearing like the Ghostbusters outfits. I might do that this Halloween. Give me a Ghostbusters outfit. Let's see if I can get some cleaner tones. And that just feels so amazing. I love the fretwork that I did when I rounded the neck edges. I like them really round on the sides, so they're not like straight up and down. I like to put like a little bit of a curve, and that just makes it play so amazing, and it looks cool too from the side. Oh yeah, here you go. Who are you gonna call? Gotta play Ghostbusters. Yeah, stressing a little bit. Alright, we'll let this settle. And of course I'll do the full photo shoot. Up close and personal video. Extreme up close and personal video. But yeah, it's fully insulated, dialed in. I mean, watch. Look. Like some different songs that I don't always play during the sound test. How about this? Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give up. It sounds so good. Watch out. I'm going to run out of space on the camera of the phone. So I better wrap this sound test up. Because it'll cut me right off. Let me end this, I'll be right back. Alright, start another video just in case it cuts out on me and it deletes what I just recorded. So, yeah, very cool. But yeah, I love this. This is, like I said, this is, I think it's going to be my favorite build of the last year or so. I really dig this color. I dig the shape. That sounds so amazing. And you see, I'm not really gentle with them. I build them to play, you know what I mean? anyway, it's gonna be a half an hour string sound test. Very cool. If you're still watching, you haven't clicked away, then you like this then. Wow, that is so amazing. Alright, we'll let this settle for like I said, a day or two. Let everything adjust the way it's going to adjust. Everything settle, because, you know, things tend to settle. And I will do a full-on photo shoot, up close and personal video, of course. But yeah, the Slimer electric guitar is born. Wow. I'm just so amazed how great they turn out. I mean, from the concept rendering, the drawing, to where it is, and how, you know, all the different continuity bits. It's just so cool, and the different layers of things that just kind of happen on the fly, you know. You just kind of roll wherever imagination and creativity takes you. I mean, the image, of course, we got online. Image is a fairly common image of Slimer himself, but just to create it into and make it into a three-dimensional reality, it's just so awesome, and it's such a fun thing to do. And I so encourage anybody that has the means, the time, the gumption, the long in the sun baking your brain out there cutting the wood, but man, it's just so gratifying. Alright, and we'll continue on. Look forward to the butthead guitar. That'll be probably tomorrow. I'll get that going. So, alright, thanks again for watching this extremely long update video. But, wow. Alright, thanks again for being here. We'll see you soon. Alright, another quick update. You know I had to do this to get both Ghostbuster themed guitars out. And, wow. Yeah, my skills have, I mean, this is a great guitar, but my skills have definitely improved. You can see I made this guitar probably about a year, maybe a year and a half ago. And you can just see dramatic quality difference. I mean, I love this guitar, and it's a stepping stone in my playing, or my creation of guitars, and I still love it. There's no flaws. It's just, as far as, you can definitely see the step up in quality, but it's just with anything. I mean, you work at it, but anyway, enough talk. I just wanted to show you the two together. Yeah, and they both got their funny bits. They both are bearing their back sides. I'll show you that in a sec. It's just so cool. I'll take a picture from this side. What do you think, dogs? You like him? You like him? Very cool. Let me flip him over. Yeah, this guitar plays amazing still. Very cool. Yeah, you can see. You can see my sense of humor here. Yeah, Ghost's backside. And I love Slimer's butt crack. He's got the butt crack going on. So, very cool. Alright. Alright, we'll see you in a bit. I look forward to the Stay Puft guitar too. Yeah, so very cool. Alright. One last quick update. I changed up the guitars on the rack, put a few in cases and storage. You know, bring them out and play them, of course. But I wanted to put the Gremlins together, the Greta Gremlin bass, the Gizmo, and the Stripe guitar. And I wanted to put the Slimer guitar with the Ghostbusters guitar. And then I wanted to put the Tails with the Sonic guitar. And then we've got all the Simpsons, of course. We've got Marge Simpson guitar, we've got the Homer Simpson bass, we got the Lisa Simpson guitar, the Bart Simpson guitar, and the Maggie Simpson guitar. And then we've got, you know, Popeye and Smurfette and stuff like that. And then I moved a few in the other room, so just wanted to kind of lump them together. But yeah, and then I moved the Cornholio guitar right there, and I'm gonna put the Butthead guitar right there, and that will be putting together, and then tomorrow probably, and then Stay Puft guitar, and of course Betty Boop and other ones in the works. So, all right, and we'll see you soon.